important contribution. I now give the floor to Mr. Choi for his reflections on how ECOSOC can further strengthen youth engagement in its work. Mr. Choi, you have the floor.
Thank you very much for the floor, Mr. Moderator. Your Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, all protocols observed. It is truly a great honor to be here today, speaking on behalf of the Major Group for Children and Youth, the mandated constituency engaging over 20,000 youth organizations in over 50 intergovernmental and 200 multi-stakeholder processes. I am also 16 years old. Distinguished colleagues, we meet at a time when multilateralism is under strain, ecological breakdown is accelerating, inequality is widening, and the credibility of international law is being tested in the full view of the world. In light of this, ECOSOC must rise to the challenge and provide principled, accountable, and effective multilateralism. From the perspective of children and youth, please allow me to highlight 4 strategic imperatives for ECOSOC's role in the UN80 process. First, ECOSOC and the UN system must protect and expand meaningful participation of all rights holders and stakeholders. We call for a transparent and inclusive reform process that ensures full, equal, and meaningful participation of civil society and rights holders across all tracks. We also call for a dedicated civil society track as part of the UN80 reforms, co-designed with major groups and other stakeholders, providing rights holders with timely access to documentation, regular consultations with work packages, and opportunities to deliver our inputs in both in-person and hybrid means. This should build on the model seen in Agenda 2030 negotiations, the midterm review of the Sendai Framework, and the Stockholm Plus 50 process in the principle of no regression. The MGOS coordination mechanism has already shared concrete proposals on this with Mr. Ryder's office. Second, ECOSOC and the UN must not let demands for budget efficiency hollow out its essential mandated functions. While noting the very pressing concerns of financial liquidity, we suggest that any restructuring exercise must be done on the fundamental basis of what functions should be enhanced and retained. Programmatic initiatives affecting marginalized groups and UN staff that engage with youth and civil society must be retained in any restructuring. In the context of ECOSOC, this must mean strengthening DESA and its ability to carry out the development agenda. Additionally, any reform must strengthen the self-organized youth and civil society mechanisms and convenings linked to that avenue, which, for ECOSOC, includes the CSW Youth Forum, the ICPD Youth Platform, and the FFD Civil Society Engagement Modalities. Third, when it comes to mandate implementation review, we welcome the work that is being done under the ad hoc working group. We, however, strongly caution against reopening any core gender and human rights mandates as part of the mandate implementation review. Normative frameworks like the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, Convention on the Rights of the Child, World Programme of Action for Youth, and many others are and should not be time-bound programs, but foundational global commitments that must be protected and upheld. Therefore, we suggest adding a clear principle of no regression as part of any mandate assessment. Finally, ECOSOC reforms cannot be based on the past and just simple budget constraints. Currently, we are missing holistic impact assessments across peace and security, humanitarian matters, and development on what proposed restructuring may lead to. This should be built in as part of the UN80 exercise. Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, Mr. Vice Chair, as we look to the next 80 years of ECOSOC, our North Star should be this simple question. Does this Council bring the United Nations closer or farther from the people it exists to serve? I thank you.